Hello there. In this video I'm going to show you how you can make this personalised Diwali Hindi font earring with this heart pattern around the outside. So it's got a reverse swastika and a Hindi font here at the bottom. And we're going to do that in Fluid Designer for 3D printing. So in the 3D templates connectors folder, we're going to use the wire connector with a 1.5mm diameter hole. I'm going to use a Hindi font, and I'm going to use this font here. Obviously you can use any one from the list there. And I'm also going to, if I just click group library, that'll just refresh this file list for me. I'm also going to use a object from the Diwali folder, and I'm going to use this, where is it, this reverse swastika 001. I don't want 001A, that's the one with the box around it. I want 001, and we're going to put all of these inside a heart pattern, and I can choose anything I want from here, but I'm actually going to use 005. So I drag and drop 005 onto the workspace. Now this is a parametric smart object. I'll just switch on screencast key, so key presses I make should be displayed down here. This is a smart object. It's 1mm by 2mm at the moment, so 1mm across, 2mm deep. You could make it thicker, but that's not so good if you're making an earring. We want to go down to 1 by 1. That gives us less weight, which is better for an earring. So if we view that from the top now, and so what am I going to do first? Well, if I click on group library, that just refreshes this list. I'm going to add the Hindi font first of all, and the one that I'm going to use is this one here, and so it's in Patterns Alphabet Hindi font, and the way to do that is to go to File and Append. Just go up through the menu system until you get to the Groups folder. You should be able to see the Patterns Alphabet Hindi font folder, and I want this particular font, and we always append the object, so it's Hindi font from the library, and that's the font that I'm going to use in this case. Now if I view that from the top, that's quite large at the moment. Now we can scale in Fluid Designer by pressing S on the keyboard and just scaling that down. I'll probably scale it down to let's say 0.6, and then you must always do Control A and you must apply the scale. If you don't apply the scale, the thickness value as displayed over here will not be right. It will be if you do Control A and apply the scale. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reposition that. I'm just going to, I've probably got it a little bit larger than what I had in the original one here, but anyway, I'll leave that. So I'm going to position that there. Now I'm going to append the reverse swastika, and that's in Patterns Diwali. So it's at the bottom of that. So the folder it's in is Patterns Diwali, and it's swastika 001 is what I'm looking for. So if I go to File and Append, just go up through the menu system until you get to Groups folder, and look for Patterns Diwali, and I want swastika 001. And append that from the library. Now again, that's quite large, so I'm going to scale that down. So it's S on the keyboard to scale it down, and yeah, I'll scale it down to that size, and I can do Control A and apply the scale. You must do that, and then I can reposition it. If I switch off the snap, I can control the positioning more accurately. I can perhaps move that one down a little bit. So I think this is a bit larger than what I had before, but that's alright. I'll just switch the snap back on now. Now you can see that these two objects are larger than the heart because their cross section is 1 by 2. But I've got the Hindi font highlighted. If I hold down the Shift key and highlight the swastika and go to Tools, Object Tools, and join those two into one object, and then if I hold down the Shift key and highlight the heart and go to Tools, Object Tools, and join them to the heart, notice they take on the form of the heart, but there is something missing here. We've got a gap in the end there, and what we need to do is to tick fill caps, and that will fill in the end. The heart didn't have this box ticked, the swastika did, and when you join them together you take on the properties of the heart, so you need to tick it anyway. So that's all right now. So if I just go to view and top view, what we can do now is to put a ring at the top. So that was in the 3D templates connectors folder. So we go to file and append, just go up through the menu system, go to groups folder, look for 3D templates connectors, and we're going to use the one with a 1.5mm diameter hole, assuming that you're using a 1mm wire on your fish hook that you use for your earring. So if I just zoom in on that, if I just go to wireframe mode, I can see that it's sitting nicely in the middle of that. That's okay. And when I hold down the shift key and highlight the earring and then go to tools, object tools and join, the ring at the top will take on the same cross section as the rest of the earring, which is 1mm by 1mm, and that'll keep your weight down. So that's essentially it. We've got objects overlapping, so nothing's going to fall out, and all you need to do now is to export it as an OBJ or as STL file. I use OBJ, and saving it to the desktop as a personalised Diwali Hindi heart earring. And then what you must do is you must go to Netfab Basic and run it through the repair procedure there. So you just click on repair, automatic repair and execute. I did this on this one before, and then apply the repair and remove the old part. And what that will tell you is that this is 3D printable now, and we've got a volume of 0.20, which equates to about 2 grams in weight. So you just move the decimal point 1 to the right, and then what you do is you export this as a wavefront OBJ1, and I exported it as a personalised Diwali Hindi heart earring, and you just save that. And that's essentially the file that you can then 3D print. You can upload it to Shapeways, etc. If you want us to customize it for you and put a Hindi font there, then you can contact us through Shapeways. Thank you.